guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, as you've guessed by reading the title, today it's a pretty special day for me personally. Well, yesterday if you're watching this on Wednesday. So today marks the day that I am 365 days and a quarter clean from any sort of self-harm, self-negativeness. So since May 2015, I decided to live life outside of the victim's shoes, and I decided to see life more than something that you just live. Like, life is a gift, and it's taken me 15 years to figure that out, and that is pretty sad if you ask me. So yeah, if you're not familiar, then I was bullied for 5 years of my life. I was made to feel like I was fat, ugly, and just basically shit and negative about myself. I was segregated from the rest of my classes in primary and secondary school because of the way I sounded, the way I looked, the way I spoke, the way I laughed, the way I looked in my teeth, and I was made to feel like I was inferior. I'm really sorry if this video it doesn't have a very good structure because I'm filming this, like, I've just decided to film this right now and the lighting is shit. But to be honest, I don't care because today is a very important day for me. I didn't really make a big deal out of it at school, but I did post something on Instagram. If you want to go check it out, my Instagram is in the description below. Growing up with PTSD, anxiety, and depression was something else. It was literally hell, and a child as young as I was shouldn't be going through that at all, and it was wrong for another child my age to make another child feel like that. I remember feeling so trapped and isolated and blind to everything because I didn't see what everyone else saw. I saw black and white and not the colours of the rainbow like everyone else saw, and metaphorically, of course, I'm not actually colourblind. I remember the times, a long time ago, when I couldn't go a week without self-harming or being negative about myself. I had no self-control whatsoever. But out of nowhere, I started going months, a year. This seems so pathetic to talk about, but I feel like it needs to be addressed because it's very important to me and in my lifestyle. And I feel like self-harm is being glamorized. I can't say that word properly. It's being glamorized by the social media and the trends that come up, and all the jokes surrounding suicide and self-harm. It's kind of been brushed under the carpet like it's just a joke, you know. There are people that go through suicidal thoughts and go through cutting and burning or whatever you want to self-harm with every single day, and I'm so grateful that I'm not one of those people anymore. I am not one of those people anymore. This video has no point, message, or whatever. I'm just literally saying to you that I did this thing and I'm very proud of this thing, and it is a big deal in my life, and since my life is on the internet, I thought I'd share with you something that is in my life and I'm proud of. The next time you make a suicide joke or a joke about self-harm or go tell someone to kill themselves, just remember that there are actually people that feel like this, and do you really want to make a new person feel like this? I will never, ever forgive myself for starting to self-harm. So if you are contemplating it, or even contemplating suicide, trust me, it is not worth it. You are creating permanent amount of pain and scarring and trauma to yourself for something that could probably be solved, you know? Self-harm is very silly. It is very silly. And being someone that has been through that, and I can say that it's a very stupid thing to do, but when you're in that situation and you feel like you literally have no control over your life, the pain that you cause yourself can kind of feel like you're in control of something, like you're in control of how much pain you're actually feeling. And I mean, I'm not advertising self-harm, I'm not glamorizing it, I'm just literally saying, as someone who has been through it, has self-inflicted pain on themselves physically and mentally, I can tell you now that it should not be made the norm, and it should not be made light of, and it is not poetic or romantic like every other fucking Wattpad book tells you. Self-harm is serious and can lead to fatal results. Never ever know what someone goes through. They could be breaking inside and they've covered it up so well you don't even notice. The thing with anxiety, depression and all mental illnesses is they build up and it's like a snowball effect. Like one thing will happen and then you have that. Another thing will happen maybe like 2 days later and it all just snowball into something bigger than it actually is, and then there's that one thing that just tips you over. It can be the littlest thing. You could be called fat, you could be called ugly when you've had the most terrible month and you just feel like you need to get out. And the only way is to inflict it on yourself because you're too kind to do it to anybody else. Gaming Legends channel every Monday for something called Mario Kart Mondays, where we race each other and we see who wins, and then we're going to play all the cups in the game, and then whoever has the most wins on the leaderboard will win the whole series, and the loser will have to do a forfeit. So head on over to my boyfriend's channel, The Gaming Legend. I will link it in the description and there'll probably be a notation up here. So I hope you go along and check that out. The first episode would also be in the description below, and I tweeted it last night. So I hope you head on over there and see what we're up to. So please be the reason someone smiles today, because you never know, it could save their life. That's it for today, guys. I don't know what this video was. It was a mess. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry if I didn't get the message out there, but I just thought I would share this to you because I'm very proud of it. And yeah, really sorry if this video just isn't what you expected it to be. It's very messy. I did not plan it. I should have been planning it, but I took selfies and posted them to Instagram while listening to The Weeknd, so that went out the window. Anyway, I will see you next time, guys. 1, 4, 3, 5. Around since 2001, even now in 2016. It's still selling a lot and has a very loyal fan base. It's come such a long way, which is why it's so successful. Although the loading screens in Sims 2 were very long, and the graphics in The Sims 1 were the equivalent to 2009 potato YouTube video. Oh, and guys, before you go, every Monday I'll be featuring on the Gaming Legends channel